even get to bronze.
Hello guys, my name is TTM Later, if you didn't already know, and if you did already know, then welcome back to my videos. This video was requested by COUNTRYboy. He's a gamer, I think. His channel will be in the description, or you can click the annotation in the top left right now to go check out his channel. So anyway, what you're going to need to do for this video, did I even say what this video was about? This video is how to activate your mod menu to see how it works, if there's any bugs, what it looks like, or just for the hell of trying it out, if you want to try it out and see what it's like. You can do this before it's even finished, so it's just an easy way to check for errors or glitches in your menu before you get carried away with all your modding and coding or whatever. So first thing, what you want to do, okay, I got tongue twisted there. First thing you're going to want to do is download this little zip file. It'll be in the description. You just want to go and click it and download it from MediaFire. And the other thing you're going to need is the CFG menu that you want to use. I'm going to be using the tutorial one from my series about how to make your own CFG mod menu. So what you're going to need to do after this is downloaded, you want to right click on it, or make sure it's on the desktop. If not, it may mess with the order of things. So make sure it's on the desktop and right click it and hit extract here, and you should get these two folders. Okay. Now after you extracted that, you can delete the zip folder and you'll be left with these three. Now the main thing you're gonna need to do is on the left side, right on the bottom of your WAW case, there should be a little symbol with a black and white globe, and underneath that you'll have a weird set of numbers, and it has to say BLUS 30192 on it. If it doesn't say that, if it says BLES, you're gonna need to get your own Gamesave. But other than that, if it's BLUS, you can just use this. So without further ado, you want to open up the World War Gamesave Editor folder that you extracted, and open up the COD 5 Gamesave Editor PS3 application. It's a big word. Alright. Now you want to hit File, Open Gamesave Folder, and this is why you wanted to do it on the desktop. Because when you're on the desktop, you just scroll down here until you see a folder that says PS3. So you hit that, and then you click Save Data, and then the BLUS 30192 auto. You want to hit that, hit OK, and then this should pop up if you did it correctly. All files have been decrypted and loaded successfully. Hit OK, and you want to hit the tab that says Gamesave Editing. So you want to go to gpad 0_MP. You want to go to MP first, enable Gamesave Editing. Now this will be in the description if you don't want to write it, but I'm going to write it. It's an execute code that executes your mod menu as soon as you click multiplayer. The MP means that as soon as you click the multiplayer option in your when you're at your main screen, as soon as you hit the multiplayer option, this will be loaded. Whatever you put in here will be loaded. So we're going to put an execute code for your CFG menu, so your menu starts loaded. So the execute code for this is exec for execute, and then between the two brackets put dev_USB 000/, and now what you want to do here is whatever the name of your CFG is, that's what you want to put here. Oh, I fucked up. It's USB, not UAB. Don't do that. Alright, you're gonna need the name of your CFG. Now if this was called something random like ABC123, you're gonna want to put ABC123.cfg. That is why the name in the CFG, it cannot have any spaces, because in this execute code you can't have any spaces. It will not load. So if there are any spaces, fill it in with underscores instead if you don't want to get rid of them. So I'm just going to leave it with tutorial because it makes sense. So I'm going to write tutorial.cfg. And now after you have the execute code done, you want to hit File, go to Save All Game Files. and if you did it right, it should say that they've been encrypted successfully. And now when you click the Gpad 0MP again, they should be encrypted what you just typed. Now what you're going to want to do is you want to hit new project, hit yes, and now you want to do the same thing you just did. So file, open Gamesave folder, go down to PS3, save data, BLUS, OK, hit OK again, go to Gamesave editing. Now when you click the MP, you should see that it's the same thing you just put in there. But we're not doing the MP anymore, we're doing the SP. So you want to click the Gpad 0_SP and enable the Gamesave editing. And now what you want to do, you want to type the exact same code that you just typed, and save it again. The reason that we do this for the single player, which is SP and MP, single player and multiplayer, the reason we do it with the single player also is because when you load the single player, if you leave it blank like it was, it will freeze while the main screen is loading. Because there's nothing in it, it will not load at all. So you need to put at least an execute code in there somewhere. You need to put something. So after you do that, you want to hit File, Save All Game Files. Hit OK, and now you can check if they're encrypted again by clicking the MP, that's encrypted. You click the SP, that's encrypted. Everything is encrypted the way it's supposed to be. You hit X. Now what you're going to need to do, you need to plug in your USB that you're going to transfer the World War menu and the PS3 folder with. So this can work with more than just any USB. You can use an old MP3 player if you have one. You can use a one of them square iPod shuffles. They work for USBs. Maybe an old phone might work if you're lucky, but it may not. So what you want to do after you plug it in, you want to go to your computer, or if you have the autoplay thing, just hit open folder to view files. Alright, and now what you need to do, I'm going to delete all this. Actually no, I'm going to delete those. Those are my two ones I don't need. Alright, so whatever is on your USB, it doesn't really matter. Just highlight the PS3 and the tutorial file. It doesn't need to be the tutorial file, but the CFG that you want to use, the PS3 folder and the CFG, and drag those onto your USB. If you did it right, it should be 12 items. Alright, now you want to take out your USB, and I'll meet you at the PS3. Alright, so once you're at the PS3, you want to plug in your USB into the closest slot to the power button. So if you have 2 slots, it'll be the second slot, the one to the right. And if you have 4 slots, you want to just pick the 4th one, last one to the right, as long as it's the closest one to the power button. The reason for this is because Sony made the one closest to the power button, they made that USB slot to be a developer slot. And we noticed that, well, not we, I mean, like, you know, the people that made mod menus for this game at the beginning noticed that if you put your mod menu into the left slot, it doesn't work, and I've learned this from experience. So just make sure it's in the slot closest to the power button. Alright, so then you want to go over to Game, go up to Save Data Utility PS3, and you should see your USB device right there. And you should see a Call of Duty World at War file in your USB. So you want to hit triangle on that and copy it. This should come up twice. Just hit yes twice. That just means that it's overwriting the save data that you already have on your PS3. So it's getting rid of the non-modded version and putting on the modded Gamesave. Alright, so when you have that loaded, you just want to load up your World at War. Now if you have any single player mods in your menu, you should see them pop up when you hit single player. But if you don't, you won't notice anything until you hit your multiplayer, which is what you're going to see when I hit multiplayer. Now you can skip this first intro, this doesn't matter. Hit OK and go to multiplayer. and this is where the G-Pad 0 MP comes in. So as soon as we hit multiplayer, it's loading up our mod menu right now. And you notice that my message of the day down there just switched to red. If you have a message of the day mod on your menu, you should notice that it flickers a little bit when you press multiplier. It will only flicker because when you're online, it automatically updates it to visit Call of Duty for Black Ops and blah blah blah. But if you're offline, it will switch to it and stay there. So if you're afraid you're going to miss it, just sign up before you hit multiplayer. Alright, so just hit play online, and if you noticed, my name is red there, and I have a hacked clan tag, and I'm 11th prestige, level 65. So that already says that it works. I'm going to go to private match. I'm going to put the time limit up so I know for sure it isn't going to end on me, and hit start. Just pick any class, doesn't really matter, and you're able to open your menu right now. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but right now I'm activating my God mode on and off. So if I throw a cocktail down right here, nothing happens. I'm gonna put my sensitivity up though. Alright. Now my no clip works when I press left. And when I press right, it should give me all of the guns. Now, this is only depending on what menu you're using. If you're using the tutorial one from my series, you should be having the exact same thing as I'm doing right now. And when you press up, it will open the menu. I don't know if you can see me scrolling through it. But yeah, so it's working. You know, you press circle and it gets out of it. Now it's a little weird in dark places because it's black. The letters are black, so it works best when I'm looking up. But the host menu works perfectly fine. The weapon menu is working fine. So yeah, this does work. The only way this wouldn't work, or if it wouldn't load, is if the codes are wrong in your menu, or if you did the codes wrong in the save game, or if it just didn't save correctly, or if on the side of your case it's BLES and not BLUS. It has to be BLUS. If not, the game save won't load. So yeah, guys, that's how you do it. Leave a like if this helped, comment if you have any more questions about it, and subscribe if you want to keep up and, you know, be messaged, or, you know, so you'll be let know when I upload a new video. Alright, well, I'll see you guys next time.